Living Passionately with Pat Brown. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos. It's greatly appreciated. This week I'm going to speak to you on the subject of how to win as an entrepreneur with your circle of influence. How your circle of influence can impact your success or your failure. You know, there's an old saying that birds of a feather flock together. And we all should know by now that that is a very true old parable. So I like to call them. But people can really tell who you are by the persons that you hang around with. As a business owner, especially in your beginning stages, as you are growing and developing yourself, you really want to be mindful of your circle of influence. You want to be mindful that the people around you are people that want you to win. They're people that are cheering you on. They are people that are encouraging you and want you to do your best. They're not in a competition with you. So as you are building your circle of influence, make a conscious effort. Be intentional about your circle. There are times that you may have to sit back and make a decision to change that circle. There are some people that would never appreciate or respect the growth that you have made or support what you were doing. There are some people that want to remind you of who you were 20 years ago when you were a 21-year-old kid trying to make your way. You are not that person anymore, and you don't need to be reminded. If you have people in your circle that are still doing the things that you did at 21 years old, that is fine and dandy. But maybe it's time for you to do an audit on your circle of influence. Consider if those are people that are beneficial to you at this point in your life. You'll be surprised that as you go through life and as you change, the importance of having the right people around you. You want to have people around you that you can trust. You want to have people around you that you can learn from. You want to have people around you that you can call them and you can share your goals, your dreams, your fears, and what you might be going through, because you know that they're going to make the right decision. They're going to tell you things not that you want to hear, but they're going to tell you things that are encouraging to you, number one, and they're going to be honest with you. Honesty is really important. Having people around you that are being truthful with you, that you know when you turn around it's not going to be a different story, is so important. So make a conscious effort as you are growing and as you are building your business, as you are building yourself, that you take note of who you are surrounding yourself with. I met a business coach, and she's a yoga teacher, not someone that I would have been looking for to become my circle of influence. But turn around that we had a really great conversation, and I was telling her about how I've had really bad habits of managing my stress in the past, and she shared some really great pointers with me on how to manage stress, on how to reset my goals, on how to move forward from things that are wearing me down. And then she went on to invite me to her yoga class, and she does it on a regular basis, invites me to her yoga class now, and it is just so refreshing. I'm just so grateful to know that here a total stranger, or someone that was a stranger that came into my life, that wants the best for me and how I manage my stress and my life on a daily basis, that would invite me into her classes now. And I will say that as you're building your business, there are three types of people that you want to make sure that you have in your business. The first one is that you want to make sure you have someone that's older than you are, someone that is older and wiser that you can trust. And the person doesn't even have to be in business, but it could be that person that you can call and say, hey, what do you think about this situation? How would you handle this situation? And even though that they're not in the same business as you are, maybe in a different industry, they can offer you some really great pointers on how you can manage situations that you might be going through. And the second person that I would encourage you to have in your circle of influence, to make sure that it's part of your circle of influence, is a younger person. You'll be amazed at what we can learn from younger people, and especially when we show that we respect their knowledge and what they're offering us. It encourages them to want to share with us and to help us to learn, because we would be surprised at the number of things that we can learn from young people, the energy that they come with. I mean, the marketing skills, social media, it's just so different to what we learned years ago. I don't even know if they, in college today, if they teach social media marketing, but I know, things changed so much when it was in school so long ago. It took two young adults, both in their 20s, that taught me how to post on Instagram, how to search and how to follow people and how to get people to follow me. We can learn so much from young people, so make sure that we are respectful of them, and it also helps them to grow when we seek out knowledge from them. And then the third person that I would encourage you to go is just someone that has like really strong leadership skills, someone that is going to offer you constructive feedback, offer you constructive criticism. They want the best for you. That is not personal. That is just from their experience that they're sharing with you. And you want to make sure that you can trust them. Just always be intentional when you are choosing these people. There are so many people, again, that sometimes they want to remind you of who you were 20 years ago, and you are not that person anymore. But they are still that person. There's still that person that's out there in the club and having a good time, and that's not you anymore. You're about growth. You're about accelerating. You're about traveling. You're about meeting new people. You're about becoming a person of influence, a great leader, and giving back to your community. So what you're doing is totally different. They probably don't even understand that. So you can't even share it with them because they just don't get it. And that's fine. But change your circle of influence from time to time. Like I say, sometimes you just have to do an audit of your circle. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because as you're growing, you don't want people to pull you down and pull you back. You want people that are going to uplift you. You want people that are going to push you. You want people that are going to see the best in you. And you want people that are going to encourage you and celebrate your wins. Celebrate you. So remember that I believe in you. I know you can do this. And I look forward to your comments in the chat below. Thank you.